What's up, everybody? It's Roger, Working Man Cigars. Man, this is a weird way to shoot a video. I don't know if I'm supposed to stand up and then, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this is a video. It's going to be a quick video, I think, right? I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm going to be going over a new electric humidor that I got. I've been putting everything, so now I only have 2 Tupperdoors, and then I have my cooler, which has a lot of my stuff in here. But I recently got this little thing, right? And I have been wanting an electric humidor because of the temperature, because I have, during summer, anything inside, well, I've never done it in a cooler during summer, but during summer in the Tupperdoors, everything gets up to like 85 degrees, 86 degrees, and it's too high. Well, I think it's too hot anyway. So I wanted to get one of these and try it out. Now the thing was, I was gonna get, oh man, the focus. See, how do people shoot these videos, man? Like, anyways, okay, this video production is probably gonna be pretty bad. I mean, all my production is pretty shitty. You guys know what it is. All right, so this is the Needone 23L. I probably should have known the name of this one. I think it's the 23L. Let me check. Yeah, so this is the Needone 23L. And I wanted to get, they have one smaller than this and they have bigger ones, but I didn't want to get a big one because initially I wanted to get 2 or 3 of these and compare them, right? I wanted to compare them and see which ones are better, because the Needone, the Kimchi, all these are somewhat similar in price. But then you have the new wares, which are really expensive, and a few other like Chinese ones that are even cheaper. So I wanted to kind of get one and get a few of them and see. So this isn't really going to be a review, right? Because I barely got this thing about 2 weeks ago, and I've been seasoning the trays in there. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. So this isn't going to be a review on it. I'm going to do a long-term review if I end up keeping it, because I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. I mean, I should probably keep this one. But I'll go over it here why, like, I don't know if I would keep one of these, because this one's really small. I might just have to compare bigger ones, and that would be okay. But as you can see, like, I don't have a lot of room. I have 2 Tupperdoors over there, then I have my cooler, and then I have this. And the cooler, at least this looks nicer than the cooler, because the cooler in here looks, I mean, it looks ugly. So, yeah. So this is going to be just like a quick overview of it so far, right? Things that I've seen. And at the same time, I will go over some of my sticks and stuff, because I've been having some people ask me what I have. I don't have a lot of cigars, to be honest. Not like some of these guys have hundreds, 400 or 500 cigars. I don't have that many cigars. And I wanted to do it now because in a few days from now, like, a lot of my cigars are going to be gone, because I plan on sending a lot of them out. So it'd be good to do this video here mixed with this thing. So yeah, short-term overview. I've barely been using it for like 2 or 3 days. So these are just my thoughts, my initial thoughts, all right? All right, so first of all, this thing looks good, right? Like, at least it looks pretty cool. That's one thing that I like about it. I think they look a lot nicer than like a cooler. This looks better than Tupperdoors. But with that, you're not gonna get a lot of space. Like, I realized not much fits in these things, man, right? Like, let me show you an issue that happens here. Like this one, I have this one up against this railing right here, right? And you're not supposed to keep it up against a wall or anything like that, because it can overheat, from what I understand. But even the way it is, right? Even how it is right here, right now, if I open this thing to try to take out like the cigars, look, because of this right here, this little bottom piece right here, that's as much as I can open it, right? That's not enough to pull this out. You have to open this door completely open to be able to take out the trays of cigars, which, that's annoying, man. Like, to me, that's more, I don't know, that's stupid. I don't know if they all do that or what, but if this is a common issue between all of them, then, I mean, there's not much you can do. But I hate that. I hate that I can't pull these out because of that, right? Like, this is stupid. You'd have to find a way to get in there and move this thing forward. So this is what I've had to do. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to get adjusted in here. So I have to move this thing forward, right? So that the door can swing open all the way. And that's, I mean, once it's open all the way, now things can come out. But it's like, come on, man. Like, that's stupid. Now, here's another thing. I don't have any cigars in here that don't have cellophane. And the reason for that is because this thing freaking stinks, man. This thing smells nasty. I left it open for like 3 straight days, turned it on. For like half a day, I left this thing on with the doors open. It was gassing out or whatever. And then this sticker up here is so hard to take off. Look, it's like, I scraped it off. I used that goog off, and I accidentally, with my scraper, I took some of the finish off. I mean, it sucks. So with that, I don't have any cigars in here that don't have cellophane because I don't want them to get messed up. So, I mean, so far, that's pretty much it. Now, one thing is, I do have the temperature set for higher, right? I have it set for 69. But it has not gotten to 69 and because it's not that cold in here. So one thing I'm worried about is this thing's not insulating very well. Like this thing must not insulate very well. I do have 65% Bovedas in there, and it has been holding the humidity fairly well. So even before I put the cigars in there for like a week and a half, I just had them in there with 69% Bovedas and the hygrometer, and just made sure that they got steady. And it took like 4 days or so for the trays to stay consistently. They stayed consistently at like 68, and that's when I figured it was good to put them in. Now here's another thing. These trays suck, man. Everything falls out of them. And if you watch people do like humidor tours and they pull these things out, you see cigars fall all over the place because I put these little sides on there. I didn't put any on the back, and I should have because it could still fall back. But yeah, like it's dumb. With just like this, just with these things, they're no good. Like that's stupid, right? Like what's the point of that? And Peter the cigar collector was like, oh, they sell trays, bro, that you could buy, and they're like $30. So you have to buy new trays for $30 that like on top of this, and then these smell nasty, man. These don't smell good. I feel like I'm complaining a lot, but it's because, I mean, these things, I saw a lot of reviews on these, and a lot of people said good stuff. So I'm just trying to tell you what I'm nitpicking at, right? And like, I'm nitpicking. I don't like the smell. When you buy cedar trays from Amazon, like the ones I have in here, or the ones you put in your Tupperware, a lot of them smell super nice, man. They smell so good. Like I love the way they smell, and I don't mind throwing my cigars in there. The way these smell, I never would want to throw. I even debated putting my good cigars in here because I don't like the way they smell. Now, maybe I could have aired them out longer. I could have done something, but okay. I mean, I'm impatient, man. You guys know this. And I didn't feel like I should have to wait that long. So it just bugged the crap out of me. But that's one thing. All right. That's pretty much what I got to say about this. The longer I have experience with it, the more I can go over it. But let me go ahead and do this little, let me show you guys what I have in here. So this right here is like my little shark tray, right? Now, a lot of these cigars are going to be sent out here. I got some Don Carlos the Shark, really good cigar. Do I know that? No, I've never smoked one, but I mean, I've heard, right? This is a Between the Lines. I'm looking forward to smoking this because I do like barber poles. Here we have some Opus X, just Fuente Sharks. One of these is the Toast Across America Sharks, and these are actually bigger. Look, they're taller. Here I have some 2 Destino al Siglo Sharks. Looking forward to smoking one of those. And this is the Julius Caesar Toast Across America Shark right here. And here we have some Extra Añejo, some Sharks. These, it was really hard for me to get these, and I only have 3, which I'm bummed about because I wanted to send some of these out. Now, these are some of my really cool cigars. And again, these, almost all of these except for 3 will be gone in the next week. So I'm kind of bummed about that just because I think they look cool. So these are like the Heaven and Earth Opus X, right? Here's a Maduro and here's a Natural. I don't think these are considered Purple Rain because they're not. The Purple Rain ones, I think, are just the ones that are like this with the purple band. So I got some of these. They're kind of confusing. Taurus, the Bull, and then some Scorpio. Which, in my mind, these seem like they would be like Scorpio, El Scorpio. But there's like El Scorpio, and then there's a Scorpion something. So I'm not sure. You guys, from watching my videos, you guys know I don't do a lot of research, man. I just like what I like. I like to smoke certain things. I don't know everything. I don't always get educated. I'm not going to tell you what the wrapper is, what this is. I don't look into it all that much, right? And I haven't looked into it so much with these. I just know they look cool. I want to smoke them. And that's it, man. Here's a Rare Black Lancero. And this is a Purple Rain Lancero. Damn, it looks shitty, huh? Is it my lighting? Is this bad? This is a BBMF Opus. This is a Purple Rain BBMF. Super stoked about this cigar, man. Look at this badass cigar. I got two of them actually because my good friend Eric Tran, smoke one if you have one, who's a badass. This dude sent me some of these, so love that guy, man. He all his good stuff he sends out, man. Him, and I was talking to Peter about that too. Peter, the Cigar Collective. He buys like these boxes of cigars, and I'm like, damn, bro, do you ever see yourself smoking that? And he's like, no, but a big portion of the fun for me is sharing with my friends and people that I'm cool with. And I always thought, man, that's freaking cool, man. Like, I can understand that because I do feel that as well. Not at the level they do, obviously, because those guys do crazy bombs and they have crazy sticks. So, but I'm really happy about so far. Here's the thing with collecting cigars. It's like you're supposed to smoke them, but when you have really cool cigars that you're stoked about, it's hard to let them go, man. It's hard to smoke them, but you got to. You know, that's what they're for. Smoke them if you got them. All right, so this is one of the trays here. So I guess this is kind of like a humidor tour, but not really because it's not really a humidor tour really, but this is actually more Fuente stuff. Man, I love Arturo Fuente. Here's the rare pink. Freaking love the rare pink. This is the rare pink Queen of Hearts. Freaking love this cigar. Now, there's something confusing about some of these. They call these, I've heard both of these called the Power Rangers, right? The Opus X, this little red banded one, I forget the name, man. See, I forgot the name. I just buy them because I don't even know. So this red banded one, and then this Destino Siglo, this Oro Oscuro, this one with this band. I think these are called Power Rangers, the Belicosos. So I got some of these. I sent one of these to Hugo Smokes, see if he likes it. I sent that to him because he likes rougher smokes, a little bit darker cigars, and I heard they're on the darker side. So I got some of these little Opus, little like a short story, or are these short stories? I'm not sure, but these little Opuses, I think I sent one of these out to one of the guys already too. So I have yet to smoke one of those. Here's a Don Carlos Personal Reserve. I've never smoked this cigar, but it's a super cool looking cigar. Now there is this Don Carlos Personal Reserve, and there's another one that has like an Opus X kind of band on it. So I got to look at that one and see what the difference is. Here I got some Don Carlos Eye of the Bull. Now these, whenever I find them, I try to buy them because I've never smoked one yet. The one that was for me, my wife took for me because she wanted to smoke it. And she don't smoke, but that's my father-in-law's name, Carlos, and everybody calls him Don Carlos, so she thought it'd be cool. And I thought it'd be cool, so I'm like, if you want to smoke it, you could take it. I tried to give her a regular Don Carlos, and she wasn't having it. She wanted that, like, as soon as she knew this one was more expensive, she wanted this one. So that's just kind of how women are, but just jokes. So I get those because sometimes I hear certain people, right? And I'm talking about people that, part of the fun of sharing cigars too is like, being able to surprise somebody that you're cool with, that you like. And when I hear people like Peter who smoke a lot, or people like the Cigar Hound Dog who smoke a lot, who are like, oh, I haven't had that cigar because it's not worth it, it's too expensive or something. Like in my mind, I'm like, boom, I got it. Like, cool, man. Mental note, I got to get one of these, or I got to get one of those. And that's kind of what I've been getting some of these for. And like I said, I'm getting ready to send out some packages this upcoming week. So cool, man. Like, that's why I get those cigars too. Sometimes they're a bit overpriced or whatever, but the experience is worth it. And if I can send a cigar to somebody that I'm really cool with, or somebody that I really love watching their content, and I'm gonna be able to send them something that they're gonna be happy with, I always will try to take the opportunity to do that, as I've noticed people do with me. So that's why I love people that watch the channel, and because I have a lot of these cigars are from subscribers that don't have channels, they don't have anything, they just want to share, and it's freaking crazy, man. But I love that. All right, so here we got a big ass God of Fire Aniversario. I've never smoked this one. I've never smoked one of these, unless this is like the Series B. I've smoked the Series B, but I don't know if it's the same as this one. But this is a big ass freaking, this was sent over by Eric. Try and smoke one if you have one. Here we have, this is a big Opus X. This was sent over by Crazy Gringo Cigars. This one and this one, actually. This is a special Opus made for Jay Prieto Cigar Lounge or Bar or something like that. It's a cool cigar. Here we have a Lost City. This was sent over by Terrence. one of my good friends, Terrence. Terrence is a badass man. He sent over a ton of good sticks. Here we have the Sophisticated Hooker Rare Pink. Looking forward to this one because I love the Rare Pink and I've never tried this one, so really looking forward to it. I sent one of these off. This one was so expensive here at my local B&M. I paid 80 bucks for this stick, which when you find out MSRP is like 45 or something, you think, oh my God, man. But it is what it is, man. Here we have some añejos. Here I have a lot of my Arturo Fuente añejos. And again, I love the añejo. I've sent some of these out. This one is actually sent over by Eric Tran. Smoke one if you have one. And I actually found one that I could buy from my B&M, and I picked one up. Super expensive, man. It was super expensive, my B&M. I like to support my brick and mortar, though, because they are really cool people. And what I have made, they're under new ownership, and I've made recommendations to them. Like, hey, man, you guys should carry Plasencia. You guys should do that. Which easier said than done. I'm just the guy saying that. And then I went in there the other day and they had Plasencia. They had some other cigar that I was talking about. And I was like, damn, dude, no way. Like, that's freaking cool. So I appreciate that. Look, here we have a 2018 and a 2019. One of these was sent over by Eric. Smoke one if you have one. But these are different than the personal reserve. You see, look. These ones look fucking badass, man. Like, I don't know what it is with these. A lot of these are in different cellophanes because Eric will throw things in a cello, like in an older cello, to protect certain cigars. So I appreciate him doing that. Here we have, these are the God of Fire Special Reserve. These are the Pyramid Vitolas. Actually, Peter the Cigar Collective sent me one of these, which I was glad about because sometimes if I have a cigar like this, I'm like, damn, I want to smoke it. I want to smoke it. I can't because I have to do an overview. I have to record and I don't have time. And when I have two of them, it's like, heck yeah, man. Now I can enjoy one. So Peter's awesome, man. Here's another Special Reserve. This one's a different. This is a Toro right here. Here's a God of Fire Carlito. I love God of Fire. Don Carlos is my favorite. I've only smoked the Carlitos once, and it was in a small Vitola. I kept thinking, see, I don't remember, right? I can never remember because they look so similar. But I remember early on smoking one, didn't think much of it. But here is some more. This is the Belicoso Extra Añejo Fuente Añejos. Here's just a different size. One of like, their sizing is confusing, man. It's like 48, 50, 55, like, I don't know. And here we have, this is a King B. I actually got this King B Belicoso because Pabst Humidor recommended trying the sun-grown, and I think this is it. I have yet to smoke it, but I really need to, man. And me and Pabst, if you guys don't know who Pabst is, you should. Pabst is always in the comments, man. He's a badass. That dude's always staying smoky. He's freaking cool. And me and him and I share a really close palate from every time we've spoken. Like, it's like we like the same things, don't like the same things. So anytime he'll make a recommendation to me, it's as good as gold, man. So, all right, and that's this one. Let me get the last tray. Okay, and for this last tray, I think I just have like a bunch of more random stuff. So here I got some of the Davidoff Year of the Dragons that I have left. Principal Cigars. This is the white gold. Is this what this is called? I'm not sure, but this one I think I got from Luxury Cigar Club, and it's supposed to be one of the aged. Or was that the black one? I got to check. But here's an Atabey. Look at this big ass freaking monster. Look at this cigar. This thing's humongous, man. It's like as big as my arm almost. Look, my forearm. I'm a small guy, so I guess. Fuck. I'm a small guy, so I don't think that means much, but. Okay, so here I got two Year of the Dragon Grand Toros. And these ones I had heard were better than the regular Year of the Dragon, so I was excited about this. I actually had three of them because Eric, Smoke One If You Have One, had sent me three of them. And I sent one to Peter the Cigar Collective. I did tell Peter, I'm like, hey, bro, this is pretty much coming from Tony and Eric. I don't want to take the credit because I asked them for that. I asked them for some. They sent it to me so I can send it to you. So, but that's what we do, right? You guys, we share with each other, especially in like my tight friend, the friend group that I have. Eric Tran, Smoke One If You Have One, also sent this Atabey Black. He actually sent two of them over to me. Here is the Espinosa Murcielago. This is the TAA, the Special Vitola one. These I haven't smoked yet, but I've heard so many good things from. Now, I don't really want to do a humidor tour, you guys. Like, my videos are long as it is, and I don't really have time to do all this, so I'm just going to skim through here. Okay, look, I got like Plasencias, Casa Cuevas, Dude, this Paustani, man, I'm super hyped about this cigar because Cigar Side Chats had sent me over a Postani cigar, and I love Roma, and I think Roma makes them, so they're, again, I don't research this stuff too much, so I'm not sure, but this cigar is a barber pole. Look at this thing. This is a badass looking cigar, man. Look at this thing. Dude, freaking awesome, man. Limited edition, Mil Dias. I got a lot of cigars from Tony, the Soy Sauce Assassin. Now, this is from Eric. Look, what I tried doing in the past was putting like a little letter on them, right? But the letters start coming off because I don't want to confuse which cigars were sent over by who. See, I know for sure this tatuaje Reserva Broadleaf was sent over by Terrence. Again, Terrence is a badass, man. A lot of this tray down here is the Soy Sauce Assassin because I try not to mix up some of his stuff. All my Casa Cueva stuff pretty much that I have left is by Tony, the Soy Sauce Assassin. A lot of my sticks have been sent over by these guys, man. So I mean, I love them to death, man, because they're super generous and very, if they hear you want something and they have it, like, you can expect to receive it. And that's the thing about them, man, that they're so freaking cool. And it's so hard to try to give that back because I know Tony will say, hey, bro, don't worry about it. You don't have to, like, bomb back. You don't have to do that. Peter said the same thing. But, like, you want to show appreciation. You want to also surprise them and see if you can give them a cigar that ends up being very highly rated for them. Then you could feel like, hell yeah, man. Like, I sent him that stick. I'm sure a lot of us feel like that. All right, so a lot of this stuff was a lot of random stuff. I think, okay, what I'll do is I'll show you guys, like, my tray and my cooler. Because my cooler is the shit, man. It's just ugly as all hell. Okay, so my cooler, I have a lot of things more disorganized, right? Like I have things in bags still. Like I had mentioned, I tried labeling some stuff, but I need to get some stickers to put on the cigars because I don't want to forget who gave me a cigar and not give them credit when I'm gonna smoke a cigar that was gifted by somebody. So I don't really want to take them out of the bags or mess that up because of that. Here I got some of the cigars that were going to be Cigars Unbanded episodes. Here's cigar number 1, 2, and 3. And then I have a few other ones. I was going to do the Definition Noir. I got 3 of these because I was going to send one of these as one of the Unbanded. But Peter smoked it and he hated it. So once he smoked it, I thought, damn, I can't send that cigar anymore. Well, oh well. Here's a bag from Eric's Trans Smoke One if you have one. I don't, like I said, I don't want to mix these up and not be able to say thank you to whoever's the one that you know, when the cigar that I'm smoking it. But look at this, man. There's like, here's the Opus Undefeated. Eric's the shit, man. Like, I love Eric, man. He's so sick. And sometimes I always tell them this, right? Because it sounds superficial saying, because it sounds like you're saying it because they send you this stuff, but it's not that, man. It's the gesture, right? Like it's the gesture that they're doing. So yeah, here's just some other stuff. Here I got a lot of Smoke One if you have one stuff because I don't want to, again, mix it up. So I got some of this stuff in here so I could get some more trays. I got to get those stickers. But for the most part, I have stuff in here like this, right? And these cedar trays, man, I love the way these smell, man. I don't know if all of them from Amazon smell like this, but the ones that I have gotten, a lot of them smell like this. This is pretty much a Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin drawer right here because so much of this stuff is from him. Nothing specific. There's a ton of Davidoffs in the bottom of this too. And these are all Davidoffs. Like I said, Tony sends over a lot of Davidoffs. He sent me over some crazy sticks. Here I got this unicorn that was sent over by Eric. Smoke One if you have one. Look at that. Cool cigar there. Here we have a Davidoff Ginza. This was sent over by Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. So, man. Here I have some of the bulls that I don't want to confuse with some of my older bulls because I know that they say that these get better with age, so I don't want to mix up the ones that I've had for a while and then these ones, so I kind of keep these separated. Everything with no band, a lot of the stuff with no band, I also keep in my Tupperware because my Tupperware is pretty much like solid, man. That thing's never going to lose humidification and it's all good. Here we have Flor de las Antillas. Dude, I love this cigar, man. And then here I got this egg. Look at this. The egg. This is from Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Here I have some of these Mago cigars. This is like a special Chinese cigar. I forget the name. Sent over by the Soy Sauce Assassin. And then here I got some Mago cigars that were sent over by Felipe, Felipe Cigar Site Chats. And then I actually just got some of these that I'm going to be sending over to, like, some of these are going to go to some people. I actually was going to keep one, but I'm not going to. One of these is going to go to both of these are shipping out here soon, but by now Peter should have gotten it, Peter Muchko. And I'm actually going to buy another one. These are the Toast Across America, those shark, the shark packs, the one that came with Opus X Shark, and then also the, damn, you guys know what I'm talking about. I forget. Here's another tray. This one got some more Davidoff stuff in here. This is stuff sent over by Tony. This in here, I have a lot of my Plasencia stuff, right? Like, because again, unbanded stuff I don't want to put in this Needone thing because it stinks. But I have Plasencia Alma de Fuego, Plasencia. I used to really, really like this cigar until I smoked the, I used to like this cigar until I smoked the Alma de Fuego, and then I ended up liking Alma de Fuego more. I never thought I would like the Alma de Fuego. That's why I never really smoked it. And when I did smoke the ones that Peter sent over, it was amazing, man. So ever since then, here we got Tabernacle. Haven't smoked a cigar. Looking forward to it. I got more than one because one of these is going to be getting shipped out to somebody here this week. Tatuaje, I like Tatuaje, man. Like, I'm not sure. This one looks interesting. Tatuaje RC series. I mean, I like Tatuaje. I think most of the... I love my father, and most of this stuff right here ends up hitting pretty right for me. So, looking forward to trying that cigar. Here, I got a lot of my Roma stuff. Here, I got one of these... I had actually bought one of these in a sampler. This barber pole is the... What is this thing called, man? Oh, my God. I can't believe... I always forget what this thing's called. But you guys know what this is called. This barber pole is like for St. Patrick's Day. I got two of them now because luckily my cigar stash on Instagram, he's a cool ass guy. He sent me one. So really happy about that because that gives me a chance to be able to smoke one. Here I got some of my... I got a Frenchie left. I only got one left. And I only have two Sabertooths left, which, man, I'm sad about that because I freaking love Sabertooth, man. These are the Sabertooth. These ones, if you see these, focus. If you guys see these, get them, man. They're freaking amazing. For me, a lot of people don't seem to like them. So here's a Vaquero. This is a Cuban cigar. This was actually sent over by Curtis over on Instagram. He actually won my giveaway for my sponsored giveaway. And he actually sent me some of these back. He sent me this and these two Cavaliers, which, man, I freaking love Cavalier. This is a Cavalier White Series. Looking forward to trying this cigar because I've never had it. So Curtis, man, is a badass guy. 20th anniversary, Don Pepin, gonna try this. Never smoked it, but heard good things. Heard good and bad, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. I might be sending some of these out because, like I said, I was gonna do the cigars unbanded with some of these, but not anymore because Peter didn't really like the cigar. And here's some of the stuff that I'm gonna be smoking. I usually put up here and I put it up on the top, right? This is a rare pink. I'm gonna be trying to smoke this one here soon. Anything I'm gonna try to smoke soon. Here I got some of these. I've never smoked these. These Menelik by Foundation, and I haven't heard much about them. So I'm curious to see how they go. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I do have my Tupperware. Oh man, maybe I'll show you guys what that looks like. And then I have my Tupperware in here, you know, and I have stuff like that. I have more bowls in here, some Opus X stuff, Lamper. Oh, I gotta smoke that cigar. Year of the Oxes. One was sent over by Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin, and one was sent over by Peter the Cigar Collective. Here I have this H. Upman Cuban cigar that was sent over by Eric. Smoke one if you have one. I really gotta smoke this cigar too. I don't know what's going on with this, but I just checked some of these cigars and they're really, really dry, man. Like, it's weird. Huh. This badass 50th year. Look at this badass cigar, man. Sent over by Eric. Smoke one if you have one. Roma, of course, dude. This Neanderthal is a freaking good cigar, man. Yeah, I'm putting another Boveda in here because I don't know what happened. They were dry. I'm going to have to... That's the good thing about having these Govies. You can go back and check the history because, admittedly, I don't usually pay any attention to my Tupperdoors. Because they usually don't have a problem, man. So, that's weird. But I'm going to have to keep an eye on that and see what's up. All right, guys. That's pretty much it. So, I actually found some problems. Man, see, now I'm stressing about my freaking Tupperdoor and, like, the cigars that are in there. That's what I get for not checking it, man. I so set it and forget it. Well, that's just kind of like frustration with that. But doing humidor tours, man, like I enjoy watching them. I don't see myself doing one because, one, I don't have that much stuff. You guys pretty much saw most of the stuff I have. The rest of the stuff that I have is like very loose, random. They are good sticks, right? Really good sticks. But it's just, the cleanup would suck, man. I just can't imagine. I want to thank everybody, though, that has sent me stuff over, though, because I have really good friends online that had sent me a lot of this stuff. And I come to realize a lot of people will send stuff to each other for no reason. Like, when I used to just watch content, I used to think these were like, oh, you do that for this person because they're going to do that. But it's not like that, man. Like, you do things for people that aren't going to do anything for you, and it's fine. And there's people that do things for me, and there's nothing I can do for them, where I'm like, damn, man, like, it's... The cigar community thing is cool because there's a lot of people in it that help each other out, that are very friendly, that are very giving and generous. And that's awesome, man. That's freaking killer. It's tripping me out because just a year ago, I remember having a jar humidor. I remember having a jar and like a Tupperware, like a glass Tupper that's for food. I remember having some of those and then having a jar for some cigars that were longer because I didn't really like longer cigars in the beginning. But when I barely started smoking, I used to buy cigars every day, go every day and then smoke at home. Or buy two, smoke one during the day and then smoke when I got home. And I was only smoking every other day or 3 times a week, so I didn't want it to become a habit. Which now I'm smoking 2 times a day, so I guess whatever, right? But to look at the cigars that I have now, it's like, damn, man, that's crazy. I feel really blessed because a lot of that, like I said, is stuff that has been sent over by you guys. Yeah, man, so I appreciate everybody. Hopefully you guys, the video's kind of cool. It was going to be like I said short video because I legit thought this was going to be quick. I was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll be done. And I think it's going to be a lot longer than that. But maybe I'll do a humidor tour in the future when I have a nice setup. A lot of the reasons I don't do a humidor tour is because I'm embarrassed of my stuff. Like the cooler. I remember I told Tony and them, like, dude, like the cigars, I'm worried about them getting a smell. And they're like, why? It's like, cause, dude, there was like, we went out one summer and there was food and stuff in there that spoiled and it went bad. And Tony, the soy sauce assassin, was like, you used a used cooler? And I was like, well, yeah, bro, like, it's the one I have at home. He's like, no, dude, you just threw cigars in there with like moldy food and drinks and ice that was in there and like all this dirty stuff. And I thought, well, I cleaned it, you know? But he's like, no, dude, why'd you do that? And it's like, he's right. Like, you don't want to do that, right? The cigars are going to absorb anything that's in its surroundings, right? So you don't want to do that, man. But I did it. So like, like I said, one of the reasons I've never done a humidor tour, and I don't know if I would do one, is because I don't want to go through the cleanup of taking everything out, putting it back in. And then I'm embarrassed of my setup. Like, I don't have like a ton of nice Tupperdoors, and I don't have nice humidors and like a nice tabletop humidor and like, you know, the coolers what I got. And then, I mean, I have this humidor that I made. I think I've showed it a bunch of times. I'm gonna show it again because I love this thing. I'm proud of this thing. Look at this thing. This thing's freaking badass. Look at this. Look at the chatoyance from the wood. Look at this thing. The inlays. Man, this thing was hard. You wanna go potty? All right, so my kid had to go to the bathroom. So this is pretty much my dry box now. These latches make it ugly, but to be able to seal it down, I had to put those in. But man, look at this thing. This thing is so nice, man. This is walnut inlay. Man, this is probably like the nicest thing I've made. And the bottom's busted, look at it. But yeah, it doesn't work at all. So doesn't hold in any humidification really. And then this is ugly and stuff, right? But yeah, I still have, you know, hygrometer in here. I actually do what Peter recommended, which is putting in a 58 Boveda, so things don't get too dry in case I leave them in there for too long, which tends to happen. But yeah. All right, guys, video's long enough. I'm sure you guys don't want to keep on listening to this, but yeah, man, thank you guys. Hopefully the video is cool, and that's pretty much it. All right, see you guys on the next one.